all about you guys over here in the black. We are so happy that you stuck with this endeavor with the chefs to become our first inaugural program for special training. Now we're going to have other types of training in auto mechanics and just a whole series of special skills training. But we would like to applaud you for being the first inaugural class, because we didn't know, and you didn't know, we have a curriculum, but you didn't know what was expected of you. But obviously it's apparent, it's evident that you guys did well. Those of you that passed that ServSafe test, I mean, kudos to you, because that's a very difficult test. Give them a hand on that. That's not an easy test. As we tell all of our graduates, there are people making 6 figures on the strip that can't pass that test. Those of you that came close to passing, I think the chef will talk to you about that, because that test is a real difference in how the properties embrace you, because they have to have someone on site with that certification every 24 hours. ServSafe managers, you are ServSafe managers. So when you go in, you may be teaching the hourly employees about ServSafe. You never know. A lot of our graduates over the last 10 years have gravitated to management positions. So that's a skill. That's a real good skill to have. This is a historical pilot program. And this program was all about, can we bring some special skills training to the high schools to offer an opportunity not only for you to do your English and your math and all of those things that's required to graduate, but also do something that you're passionate about and possibly have a career after that, if you'd like to be in culinary. That's a good place to start. We have partners with the Better Business Bureau that have over 66 restaurants that we have partnered with them, that they, once you graduate from this program, some of them are mom and pops, some of them are big corporations that we can advocate for you to get a job there. Now, we can't keep the job for you. You have to keep the job. You have to go on time. And what is on time? If it's at 8 o'clock, what's on time? 7:30. You don't want to play with it. You don't want to wait to the last minute, because that could make the difference in you making the 90-day probationary period. And for those of you that want to ingratiate yourself with a new team, before you take your break, ask someone, can I empty the garbage can for you? Can I do something for you? Those little things count when you're working as a team in the kitchen. This program couldn't have happened at a better institution than IICSN, because they are innovative. To have them to be a part of this and to have the faith to say, yes, let's do it. And then for our sponsors, One World Energy, they paid for your training. Keep these programs to remind yourself all of the collaboration that was put forth for you to get some special training in culinary. Some of you will start at line cooks if you choose to do so. And if you're smart, you'll end up a sous chef, and some of you will be a chef, and some may go on to be executive chefs. There's a career path there. Some of you will enjoy this class, and I know we're signing up right now for baking and that sort of thing. Some of you may want to take the baking. I don't know how many people are doing that. Some of you may take them all and do auto mechanics, everything. But what you have to do is maintain your grades to be a part of this program. And again, I want to thank Dr. Connie Malin, and I would like you to come up and say a few words. Dr. Malin, give her a hand, please.
So first of all, I want to congratulate all of the students that went through the program. When our school was put together, almost 16 years ago, or a little over 16 years ago, one of the taglines we put on was educating for life. Anybody can prepare a student and get a student ready for college if they want to go badly enough. Anybody can help kids get connected someplace for a position, but very few people want to reach out, establish the community partnerships, and show the community what great students we have and how they're really worth investing in. So I want to congratulate all of the people who are sponsoring us. I want to congratulate the people who brought the ideas forward, but I want to support the families and congratulate the families for the hard work that they put in every day with their children. But most of all, you guys wanted it bad enough to do it. You guys wanted it bad enough to say, I have a future, and so you made our dreams come true. So congratulations. I defer the rest of my time to Dr. Carmack.
High school's rough, right? We got a lot of juniors and seniors who start to stress out. Do I have the credits that I need? Am I doing what I need to do? Can I do what I want to do and avoid getting into trouble? And sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. But also what starts to happen at this time is we start to figure out, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? School's almost over. Where do I go? That's really the point of all this, is to help you guys figure out where it is you go. You all have something amazing to do in life. What that is up to you to decide. We just wanted to help you by giving you something that was a little bit different than math, English, science, and history. Some of you have done amazingly well, and I hear great things. I'm really excited to see what it is you have made for us today. It's a difficult road, figuring out what you want to do when you grow up. And so I'm really excited that you tried something new, that you stuck with it, that you came every day, and that you're here today and you're finishing. I know about half of you have decided to keep going and to go on to baking and pastries, but we're just really proud of you. And I hope, more than me being proud of you, I hope you are proud of you, because you can do anything you set your mind to do. And so don't let other people stop you. Don't let things get in your way. You be the man, be the woman that you know you're supposed to be. That's why all the adults are here, because we can see it. We just want you to see it. We know how great you can be. We want you to know how great you can be. And so we're just really, we're proud of you. I'm super proud of you guys. You did an amazing job. So I also, while I have the opportunity, we had amazing chefs on campus who put up with us and the craziness of high school. And so I would like to give them some applause, because really that they're the ones who did the hard work. We just provided the space. So thank you for coming every day. And to One World Energy for believing enough in us and believing in our kids enough to give us a try. We weren't perfect. We made some mistakes and had to figure some things out through our process this semester. But we appreciate the fact that you took a chance on our students, because we know they're worth it. And it's really exciting to know that there are people in the community who also think they're worth this opportunity. So thank you so much for believing in our kiddos.
Our program, if you read about us on hit.academy, we train disenfranchised populations. This is the first time we trained a whole class of traditional learners. In other words, people that are not incarcerated. We go into the women's prisons, the men's prisons, and the next gentleman that you're gonna meet he's gonna tell you the reason why these programs are so important. He is in charge, and we have worked for him for 10 years up at Spring Mountain Youth Camp. That's where kids go that maybe didn't listen and ended up in a system. But what we try to do is be that collaboration that's like an off-ramp. We like to get with the kids, train them, and before they go to the adult system. So it's a speeding freeway once you get into that system. And if you're a juvenile, you don't want to end up in that adult system. So without any further ado, this gentleman right here is, I could stand here all day and tell you so much about Jack Martin, but I'm gonna let him brag on himself.
First and foremost, thank you, Dr. Wright, for, first of all, being a partner for 10 years and being able to do the amazing things you've done with our kids up at Spring Mountain Youth Camp in our department. And second of all, I don't think it was really touched on, largely enough. I mean, thank you to Mr. Lewis and your organization for taking strangers, because these are strangers, and investing in what I believe is our future. So, sometimes I don't think we understand just how large an investment something like this is in you guys, and for a stranger to come in and say, hey, not only do I believe in this process and this education, but I believe in you as participants, I think is huge. So maybe we should get up and really give Mr. Lewis really quite an applause, because this doesn't happen without Mr. Lewis and his organization. We all know what coming from the streets is. I grew up in Los Angeles and grew up on the streets, and it took a long time before I understood that I had value. You all saw an opportunity and you went and you grasped it. And what's the difference between success and failure in life is seeing opportunities, believing in yourself, and being able to make those opportunities translate to dollars, translate to passion, translate to a future. You're going to start off in a kitchen. You're going to start off as the grunt, right? You're going to be the entry level. Years ago, I started off as a CO, as an entry level, as a prison. Now I run prisons. You are starting as an opportunity to run and learn. Now, the difference between where you're at right now and where you're going to be is how much effort you put into this opportunity, right? And you're not going to be here. You're not going to be here in 20 years still being a line cook, unless you choose to be. Right? You have an opportunity to be anything and everything you want to be. You can use this as a vehicle to pay for your college education and go on and do something else. You can use this to be the next, who's the fat guy on TV that yells "bam" while he's, a cook, Emeril Lagasse, thank you. I mean, you can take this and be an opportunity. You might be the next Chef Boyardee and create the next whatever that we as consumers are going to buy. The opportunity, though, I think the real strength here is you passed. You saw something you wanted to do, you wanted to be successful at it, you wanted to learn something different, and then you took the effort and you stepped out onto a limb and you said, I want to do that, and I want to be good at it, and I want to graduate, and I want to be great. From there on, it's really, everything about this is choices. Where we're going next is about what choices you're going to make next, how you're going to make those choices, and how you're going to be incredible. Every day, you have a choice to be incredible, to do your best, or you have the choice to really not do, to be marginal, to be second. I encourage you, and we're seeing it now, that you guys are going to be exceptional. You're going to be the best. With that being said, I can't thank you enough for allowing me to come here and speak to you and allow me to be a part of your special moment. And thank you very much, and congratulations on your first step towards doing some really, really great things. Thank you very much.
We have a very important person. His organization helped pay for the parents that went through our program. I know we started, and I know that one of the graduates is here. Okay, good. And so not only did Dr. Malin and her staff wanted to be a part of helping with this pilot program the students, but we all got together and said, let's do something for the parents as well. So again, none of this happens without money. And Mr. Stevan Corbett, are you here? He went around and shook all your hands. He represents an organization called Workforce Connections that will pay for your parents to go to school. The gentleman that we're about to bring up to the stage now, One World Energy, I'd like you to tell them a little bit about One World Energy. They came and they met with your administration, walked through your campus, they saw who you were, and they said, yes, we will invest in these young people. So all of the food that you made, your uniforms, everything was paid for by One World Energy. So without any further ado, I'd like to bring Mr. Lewis to the stage, please. Mr. Harold Lewis, give him a hand, please.
Thank you, and congratulations to everyone. I'm actually here representing my boss, Tina Lewis, who's the managing partner of One World Energy. She's under the weather and couldn't make it, so she sent me with specific instructions on what to say and what to do. And I follow my wife's instructions. We've been a team, and we both grew up in LA, and like Jack, my wife and I grew up in LA, actually not far from where Jack grew up, so don't confuse the suit with where I grew up. My motivations, our motivations in talking about being able to fill that gap with a trade school was the fact that when we grew up, we did have trades in our junior high and high schools. We had auto mechanics, we had shop and those kind of things, which have been taken out of most of the schools because of budget cuts. But there is an opportunity for those that want to learn a trade, may not want to go to college, can't go to college or whatever. We were fortunate enough to put our kids through college. My daughter graduated from UNLV. But we also, since 1994, it's been our focus. Before One World Energy, we were McDonald's franchisees for 30 years. And it was our focus to focus on education and trying to help our employees and kids in our communities to be able to go to college. We did this both in San Diego for 20 years, and the last 10 years we've been here in Las Vegas. And over that time, since 1994, we've given away over $1 million in scholarships to students. So we have over 1,000 students out there across the country that have gone to college and have made great careers and contributed to the community. So this is an extension under One World Energy, and John Blasek is our CEO. We collaborated to, number one, have a company, but also have a company that gives back to the community. So we started this program, and we're very proud, that the pilot program has gone this well, and we thank ICSN and HIT program for putting it together. They did the heavy lifting. We just had a little piece of paper. We just had to lift and give. And so they did the important part. But most importantly, keep in mind that you guys have a dream, and you should follow that dream. And remember, there's a saying that a dream deferred is like a raisin that dries in the sun. So keep your dream, keep moving forward. Also remember to be a mentor to others. And keep the phrase, each one teach one. So it's been our motto with all of our graduating high school and college students to give back and do their part to bring somebody else forward. So we can't do it by ourselves, but those numbers will grow if we all do our part. And remember, we're not the only one, but we have an obligation to reach back and help somebody else. So again, we wish you great success. We know you'll be wonderful employees, maybe business owners, whatever you choose to do. But most importantly, remember where you started. And I'm a little bit different from Jack. When I come into Fleming's, bring me the steak, but also comp it for me. Okay. Thank you. Good luck.
Let's get to the very important part about you guys. And that I'd like to have Chef Strohecker to come up and Dr. Nixon to come up. And we're going to go through the ceremony of giving you your certificates. And some of you will get two, which is, and Chef will talk about that.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you for everybody, because you guys, the students, you need to realize that it's more than just me and Chef Stephanie that makes this happen, which I know that you've been aware that, there's the school district, there's the people that fund everything. Without all of us in this class wouldn't happen. So I want to congratulate you guys on sticking it through. You started something and you saw it through. That's what it's all about. Now, do you guys remember the couple things that I might have taught you first couple months in class? Little key nuggets of knowledge. Choose your battles, guys. You can't win them all, but you can still get the job done. The other one is stay in your lane. If you're a chef, if you're a cook, you belong in a kitchen. So stay in your lane. Easiest things to remember, okay? But you all did fantastic in the class. You guys all have the right attitude to do what needs to be done in a commercial kitchen. Some of you might have wanted a better score on your test. That can be taught later. But the attitude, like I tell all my students, I can't change your attitude. If you're a good worker, if you've got the right attitude, you'll go as far as you want, especially in this industry. Believe that. You'll never not have a job unless you choose not to have one, because you have to eat, 3 meals a day? It's not going to change. So again, I just wanted to thank you guys. Thank you for the parents that came. It means a lot to show your support. So. And don't forget about Chef Stephanie, guys. She was with you more than I was, so give her a round of applause as well.
Well, we thanked all the appropriate people in here who lent you a hand, who gave you a hand up, not a handout. But there's one very important person left that is going to determine your success. Who could that be? You, exactly right. I want you to say a little chant with me about 3 times. It's very easy, only 10 words. Each word only has 2 letters in it. And it goes like this. If it is to be, it is up to me. the thing that's going to get you your first job. Let's start with Kayla.
Miss Kayla Whitaker-Dixon.
Congratulations, Kayla. Next, Julian.
Mr. Turtrow.
Congratulations, Julian.
Which I believe Julian got one of the 2 high scores in the class. Not to put him on point, but I'm putting him on point. So.
You can invent the orange Julian. Alexis.
Mr. Hernandez-Cruz.
Congratulations, Alex.
He tied for the high score on the test.
All right, valedictorian. Next, let's see Evany.
Mr. Geraldo.
Congratulations. Next, David Valenzuela. Congratulations, short walk.
Thank you.
Now let's have Johanna Camarillo. Congratulations, Johanna.
Thank you.
Next is Double A, Asher Ames. Congratulations, Asher.
Thank you.
Yolanda. Congratulations, Yolanda. Letitia.
Letitia Quintanilla. Very specific name.
Congratulations, Leticia. Jer, next.
Alicia.
Congratulations. Alejandro,
Mr. Veronica.
congratulations.
Thank you. Did you wash your coat like 30 times this semester? Good job. Thank you. Good job. Congratulations.
Yeri,
I'm redoing yours Friday as well.
congratulations, Yeri. One more big round of applause for our graduates.